All right. We have episode 52 is underway, and we are very blessed to have my mentor, my comedy mentor is here.
Wow.
Tommy Afters is here, folks.
Thank you, folks. Thank you so much for having me. This is such an excitement. It's been decades in the making.
I feel like I'm on Letterman right now. But if I hosted Letterman and he brought his own desk in, this is my moment.
If Letterman came on Wayne's World, that'd be Tom coming to hang out with us. We're honored and we're very lucky.
What can I say besides thank you?
Yeah, we've got these guys here. He hosts the After Tonight show with Mark Wellborn, former guest. What do you guys do? Tuesday, Friday?
Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night, live broadcast.
Yeah.
Any sneak peeks of what's going to be on broadcast tomorrow on the
Oh, we have
YouTube?
I guess this will come out after the live broadcast, but excellent. We got little celebrity impressions that people are going to love.
Okay.
Something never been done in comedy
never.
And we're working on that, and we actually discovered that in New York City, which is the home of comedy.
Wow.
New York is the greatest. Like, if you ask any New York comic, we were watching these clips of the great, all the New York greats like Sam Morril and Mark Normand and
of course
other people, and they were saying that New York invented crowd work.
Yeah.
They just do it differently in New York.
Yeah, no. I mean, we could never hope to understand. I was thinking about in the Coliseum, like back when they used to execute people, when people would shout in the line and say, "How would I come to your job?" and start, being gay at your job. And it's like, wow, they stole that from New York. They're doing that in the Coliseum. It's amazing. That's why the Italian culture is so popular in New York. It's because that Rome used to steal the crowd work aspect of New York stand-up comedy at the executions in the Coliseum.
That's absolutely true. They're innovators.
That's a little for people who aren't in the industry. I wanted to give that out there. We're having fun. But yeah, we've got Tommy Afters here. He's going to be doing now. Are you going to be doing the just the voices, or are you going to be trying to emulate the tone in these impressions?
I have costume changes. I got looks. I got voices. Facial reconstruction surgery. That's
awesome.
We were thinking about that.
And he's going to do a chorus line with the Rockettes after that as well. So we've got a hell of a show.
It's going to be a great time. We were watching the Baldwins last week.
Oh my God! Yes.
Have you seen any of that?
What? No, they're that pack of gunslingers, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. that old dusty family over yonder. Yeah, they're no, it's this Alec and Hilaria's reality show.
What do they do? Go shoot? Is it Gangland? They go around killing
it's
people?
Gangland, yeah.
It's been not enough gunplay so far. We've been really there's 7 kids.
Oh man.
For 7
a lot of targets there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's been exonerated. I don't really know what he did. He's too likable to really hate. You see him out.
His wife is really hateable, which makes you think, wow, I wish she had a fake prop gun to take care of business there. Yeah,
you should reverse Phil Hartman her.
Let's cut that.
You're right. I would never say that about Alec. Alec's a friend of the show. I used to come on the Thomas the Tank Engine things he'd narrate. I would set up the trains.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah,
that's nice. I loved him in Departed. Departed is one of my favorite movies, but it's one of those. It's one of the only Irish Boston, glazing fest that I actually enjoy.
We bickered over that. I had to tell you to watch that one.
It was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, he when he slaps the guy after they mess up the drop off with the recorders, or what was it that Jack Nicholson scammed the Chinese people on?
I don't know. I couldn't.
They were like, it was some kind of electronic thing, and they escaped on a boat, and then Alec Baldwin starts beating up the one security cop.
I got sick of those when they I've seen so few of those Boston movies, but the fighter with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
And
I saw The Town yesterday. I watched The Town yesterday. That was like LMV type Departed. Like that was a movie made kind of for women because there's a love interest in there and stuff.
Same with the fighter. They do that.
Do they really?
Amy Adams. She's and then Christian Bale. That's pretty. The part of that when he's in jail showing off that movie about him. And then it's like making fun of him. The movie, like you remember that? Oh, I could see that happening to me.
I hated. Well, there's another one. Boondock Saints. I thought was horrible. I thought that was a very bad movie. And then I realized, like the guy who directed it, it's like every like Boston yeah, I got a film made in Boston. It's like, oh, it's stupid stuff.
I feel ignorant not seeing the Boondock Saints, but it's like there's a whole genre of movies that are like just supposed to be on USA Network.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Like,
Exactly.
All the
yeah.
time. It's just that.
We do you remember all the shows that we used to watch USA a ton for when Raw was on? It'd be on every Monday, so we would get the ads for all these shows. How many times did we see Burn Notice thing?
Burn Notice.
Oh my God.
Burn Notice was on that one.
The Chrisleys we'd watch that reality show would come on.
It would be 5 minutes before the end of the start of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And you'd see you watch 5 minutes of Chrisley Knows Best.
Who was Chrisley?
Todd Chrisley's that fake straight guy. You never seen him before?
He's in jail now for tax evasion.
Tax evasion.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're like this. He's like he's certainly gay.
He's
like a
100%
flamboyant
gay, but
guy,
he has kids.
But he has a wife and kids, and the son is gay. Like, they must have a testosterone deficiency to be like that. But then all of a sudden, it turned out that they had the husband and wife. It was about the whole family, and they were like tax fraud guys, and they went to jail. The man got them.
My roommate in college watched. Do you remember Monk?
Oh
yeah, Monk.
Monk was the one before Raw, and he goes, "Yeah, I watched Monk." I go, "I'd never watched Monk a damn." I watched the 5 minutes of probably the last 5 minutes of every episode of Monk, and I thought I just never started watching the entire show.
I know. Maybe there's a whole world of enjoyment in average TV shows that we have been overlooking.
I feel like when I was 12, that was it was a Monk, Psych.
Psych was one of the Psych
on constantly, and it was so good.
Yeah. That was on before Raw too. I think a show that I like that's like that is Reacher. You watch Reacher?
Yeah, I've seen half an episode of Reacher.
You just didn't like it?
He's too buff.
I loved it. I've watched all 3 seasons. I thought they were all great seasons. And that's that. I was like, it's dumb TV, and I like that. I like Karate Kid. Karate Kid was great.
The movie?
Cobra Kai, the TV show.
Oh. Yeah, I've never watched it. It's too. That's one of those shows that's too popular. Now I'll never watch it. Like White Lotus, I'll never watch. Too many people have told me.
You gotta. Oh. This is not a TV pod, but White Lotus.
Is it good?
They just do anything on that show. They always say comedy's canceled, or they'll show a guy going to the bathroom. I mean, it's like. Really? Maybe that was something else I saw online, but it was really good. It's been really good stuff. I mean, there's incest that you've never seen before. I mean, it's wild what they're doing.
Wow,
maybe I've overlooked
Very
it.
Exciting.
I watched The Boys. That was zero. Watched The Boys.
That's another one I couldn't. No.
Horrible. I watched all 4 seasons. It was horrible. The guy's like a big anti Republican guy, what you expect in Hollywood, but he's way too on the nose about it. I think the 4th season opened up with a guy shrinking down to the side, to a small size, and he went up a guy's penis and expanded.
Really?
And I was like, "Yeah, this is horrible. This is I'm already 3 seasons in. I had to watch till the end, but this is a rough go.
That just happened in the last episode of the Baldwins.
Oh, wow, that's unbelievable.
She went up.
Wow.
It was a prop penis.
They thought that's what they thought.
Then she died. But it's. TV's. I think people are trying to get people to watch Severance. That's big now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch Severance.
What's that about?
I don't even know.
Severance is Severance. Yeah. There's this
Apple TV.
Apple TV Plus. Yeah, that's the show where it's in an office.
Yeah.
But wild things happen. I said I saw enough of that with Dwight. I mean,
hey, you don't have to tell me. I'm from Scranton myself.
There we go, Angela.
I used to, I drove past that Scranton clock that's in the intro to The Office so many goddamn times.
I kind of do miss working in an office. I'm kind of
no, you don't.
Yeah, I not really, but I kind of I romanticize it now since I've been away from it for so long.
So you're just working from home? Is that what you miss it?
I wouldn't even say that. I would say I'm home.
You're home.
Yeah.
This man has the job of my dreams.
Really?
This is the job of my dreams too. Yeah.
It does seem like you'd get bunched up. You get isolated here if you're all here all day, right? Do you go out? What do you do?
I go to the gym.
Okay.
Sometimes, I'll wake up and clean a little bit, do some laundry. I'm like pretty much a housewife.
Okay. Luke loathes on a Saturday if I knock on his door at 6 o'clock because if I'm going to suggest that we go out somewhere, it's like as if I suggest you go out and eat dirt.
You're a homebody.
He hates going out.
I'm a hermit.
If we go out to a bar where there's young people and no comedy within 15 minutes, that isn't me criticizing, but Yeah, he's ready to go.
And what does he say? Like, it's too loud in here?
Yeah, I
Very
just don't
old.
like it.
No, I don't say that. I say you're saying slurs a little too loud. Like, I don't want.
No, the last
Slurs
time
are too
we were at, where did we go? We went to a different Gap. We went to the one in Conshohocken, and the last time some of our friends from Wilkes-Barre who came in, we went there. Within 15 minutes, you're like, I hate this. I'm ready to go.
I get the same way though. I get in any situation. I'm like,
I don't
it's time
enjoy
to
it.
go.
I don't enjoy it. It's like we'll be sitting around and we're playing video games or watching YouTube videos and drinking, and it's like I think this is great. Right. This is perfect.
Yeah.
And then they just want to remove that and like go to a bar. And it's like no, because I feel like it ruins. It's better to hang in the living room. I think.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Why leave the house ever? You know?
Why?
Well, that's what I mean. You need to meet a wife. You need to meet a child.
Yeah, I know. That's what I get on him about. He's got to get out there. Luke, get out there and meet a child.
Yeah.
Meet a child? Oh, that's gonna be tough. I get so nervous. They're so smart. I don't know where this bit's going, but I'm gonna keep with it. But I just feel like it's just like I don't know. Every time I go out and I hate the anticipation of trying to talk the women out. I hate that.
Just go up and talk to them. They're fucking women. You know you have all the control.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Don't they say you're supposed to treat you're supposed to treat a girl like your dude's girlfriend, like your friend's girlfriend, and then you're relaxed. You know, I feel like, do you get nervous with these women?
No, I don't get nervous at all. I just hate doing it.
You just
I hate doing it with people with me. If I'm by myself, I don't mind. I could do it. I don't mind doing it, but I hate doing it around with friends. Is that normal?
No, that's the opposite of normal.
Really?
Most people love a wingman.
No, that's because then you have someone observing your failure.
I feel like anytime I hate trying to be romantic or like charming. I hate that.
Yeah, you just lie to them. Pretend to be romantic.
I hate pretending to be romantic. That's why I hate doing comedy. I hate pretending to be to network. I hate that.
Well, here you go. You heard it here, your first women of the world. Be more interesting, damn it. Luke Kincaid might give you the time of day.
This is your show. I don't mean to, but could we do like a role play? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to be the woman.
I'll be the woman. I'd love to.
Okay. It's a scary thought.
All right, we're at a bar. It's about. Let me set the scene. It's about 1:10. I'm here with 3 of my friends. We're having a good time. We didn't really go out to celebrate anything. But one of our friends is thinking about breaking up with their boyfriend that she lives with, which would be a whole thing. So we're a little distracted by that. And if I'm not into you, I might go to that as an excuse to get away.
Wow. They usually don't give this much info up front. But I love that.
Thank you.
Okay. Luke. Hey, Luke. Look at that hot young thing over there.
Oh, wow.
Check her out, man.
Wow,
hey,
she's gorgeous.
She's giving you the eye. I can tell.
Should I go over there and talk to her?
Go over there and talk to her. She's ready to, go.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? I'm a dude.
Damn.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Are we still role playing? Okay. I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. This is Blanche.
What's your name?
Heather.
Oh, okay. Do you live in the city? Do you?
Oh yeah, I live in Fishtown. I just love drugs being trafficked outside my house, so I moved there.
Who did you vote for in the 2024 election?
Oh, Kamala, of course.
Goodbye. We're done. This is over. I would go back to my
deal breaker.
I would leave right away.
This hot young thing voted for Kamala, and you're walking away.
I'm walking away from that. Walking away.
No, Blanche, that big Negro boy wasn't bothering me. He was nice.
Blanche, how are you?
Blanche, she's something.
I like Blanche.
I like Blanche.
Blanche is taken. Everybody loves Blanche, okay? Listen, Blanche got an abortion in 2021, okay?
Oh, that's horrible.
No, she's brave. Thank you. And scene.
That was a great acting job by you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
No, I just know. I know my voice cracked there. I'm getting into character. I feel like a woman as I walk through the earth. But I just know. I know the things women say, brother. Okay, I got them figured out. They're very smart and brave, and I think that's because I'm smart and brave, and that's why I relate to them.
What women do you love in the scene, the comedy scene around here?
That's like asking what kind of planes do you fly?
We have friends. I don't know if you'll know them. I'm trying to think of who you'll know. Do you know Medina? Our friend Medina. She's a great comic. She's from Delaware. Holly Huff, former guest on the show.
Former guest Holly Huff.
And what women don't you like around this scene?
The rest of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. How many times have we had to cut out stuff of me ranting about the women in the scene?
It's been a lot. Been a lot of cuts.
Our friend, you've met Premiano. He's another former
of
guest.
course.
He has a line. He would say this all the time. He goes, "She's a comedy 7." And it's like, that means a real world 4.5. and you bet that a comedy 7, nobody's going to give you attitude like a comedy 7. I just think because there's that amount of glazing that it's like comments where they're like, you know what I mean? It's going to be guys trying to get in their pants. I have this, like, the female comics, I've said this on the show, I said it last week, it's easier for them to get booked initially on bar shows, but harder to get, like, real respect to being taken seriously as a comic. So that's the trade-off. Like, a man, if you're able to get the respect of the other people in the scene, you don't have to question if they're, you know what I mean? They're trying to fuck you, for the most part.
Right.
A few of them are. But, me. And then, but yeah, women, like, if I were a woman in the scene and some guy came up and said, I think you're funny, I'd always question it, whether he really meant it. At least me, I have the type of relationship with the women at large that if I say, like, a female comic, I'm telling the truth. Because I'm not one to gas them up for no reason.
I can't remember. I don't really remember any female comics that started at the time I started doing comedy at the same time as me. But because I'm thinking like, I'm thinking because we all met. I met you at Gap, and then you guys met at Gap, I think, right?
I met you at Gap.
Yeah, I met you at Gap, and then I haven't gotten booked there once.
Yes.
Besides a guest spot.
Right.
Yeah, I got booked there one time.
What was it, a Monday show?
Monday night.
Those are always popping. Monday night comedy. That's always.
Well, listen, I got to share the stage with Jay Oder, so.
And it's like I've been booked there since I started. So that's been about almost 6 years.
I mean, is that still going on? Is there still shows?
He still has shows.
We're talking about Cisco Hernandez.
He has shows at Great American Pub, Phoenixville?
I believe so. Over the Wall.
Yeah,
Miho.
It's something else, It's,
how does he get all these rooms? Like, he gets these rooms.
He has a lot of connections, I guess. He's one of those guys.
30 years in the show business, Miho.
The top floor of the Gap's not exactly Carnegie Hall, though. I mean, how does he get all these rooms? How does he book the park?
Yeah.
He's got one at a methadone clinic.
Yeah, right. How do you get that?
The funniest thing I remember is Chris Dolan was there. I was sitting next to Chris Dolan during this. Were you on that show, the Christmas show?
I was on one of those.
Toys
Christmas.
for Tots?
Yeah, I was on one of those.
And Ryan Rins was on there, and he was bombing. I know that's shocking. And Cisco, me and Chris are just sitting there talking, and Rins is bombing, and Cisco goes, "Man, I booked him for this show, and he's being fucking nervous, man. He don't got it.
No.
It's like, real eye for talent. Cisco, yeah, he's no Teddy Hart or Brad Lowry.
He's the kingmaker of Cisco.
True.
That's funny.
He decides who's good and who's not. I saw Rins last Thursday night, and he had a decent set for the room, for a dead room. And the guy was walking around after like he just recorded like an hour special with the fucking chest puffed out and everything.
Well, the thing with Ryan, he's so talented, is his 5 minutes do feel like an hour. So it's like, okay, that
Everyone's
was
a special.
Yeah.
That's
That's what Cisco says. Everyone's a special, man. What is it? Modelo Especial? Is that one of those?
That's it.
He's a good man.
You guys don't mind if I vape, right? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, vape.
Okay.
I have to blow my nose because my allergies are terrible. I thought I was going to be annoying.
You guys are welcome to this.
Oh, I'm okay. I appreciate it,
Ice.
though. Peach ice.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you were a vaping man.
I've just gotten really into toxins lately.
I like that.
I've been really into metal toxins.
Yeah?
And there's no better delivery system.
I bought a pack
vape.
of what are they called again? Not Zins. They're called
knockoff.
They're knockoff. What the hell? Velos. Velos.
Yeah.
And I saw like a bright orange can. I go, what the hell flavor is that? Citrus Chill.
Yeah,
disgusting. This completely disgusting.
And I don't know why they name them after like 5 gum too, like the same flavor.
Yeah. It's just like it was so gross, and it just burns. It's like there's really it doesn't really chill. It aches and hurts. But these nicotine companies are just like, I guess there's less restrictions on them than tobacco was.
I mean, I've seen the weed gummies where it's just marketed towards 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's like it's SpongeBob high, like on a swing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I saw one of those. Those like militant dudes that are like, they might have been in the National Guard, but now they have the social media presences, and they're like telling you that you got to make your bed every morning, and they're what I mean. They're going around. And this guy posted this thing about weed, about how it's like, what we've got now? A society of people driving around not knowing what they're doing because they're hitting their pens, and they're like kids getting high every day. And I was like, damn it. Well, that's true. But you try and stop us, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I never got into the weed stuff. I tried an edible recently. I didn't like it. It was brutal.
Too much? You pain?
No, I had 5 milligrams.
But I mean, did it like cause a panic attack?
I was really focused on my heartbeat, and my eyes were like really heavy.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, this sucks. I'm already in my own head enough, and I know.
I think it's not good for people who have anxiety. I think it either cures it or makes it 1,000 times worse. That's why you gotta like. But you're very like, the things that stress you out the most are like everything be like, you know what I mean? You feel like things are gonna go crashing wrong when you let your guard down too much.
Oh, that's pretty much how I am. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, that's why you gotta just, when you assume, or just, I always come with the assumption that everything's gonna go wrong in life, but I don't care very much. So let it go wrong. I'm just gonna be here bombed out of my mind.
Not bad.
That's different than being a comic who bombs out of his mind, which is most of the scene. But yeah, I wish I could have seen you do it. You and Marco,
Yeah, it was just. I get really quiet. I don't like it.
Everyone says like, "Oh, I wish I could have seen you," but it's normally like you want to each would lay down.
Yeah, exactly.
Close your eyes. And mutter to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like the limit of excitement,
Yeah, no, it's he's listen.
You both saw me the drunkest I've ever been.
At that animated show.
Yeah,
that was a great
Oh
night.
yeah. Was this, you guys got drinks comped, and it was like waterfall.
It was free drinks, and it was like
awesome.
9.
It was like 9% ABV.
And it was like the heaviest fucking barley.
And you were drinking them in once, and he was Luke can chug like no one I've ever seen. He just it goes right down, and he was just doing it over and over that night. So you must have done 3 of them probably in like 20 minutes, but that's 6 beers in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
like the 9.5, a little more than that actually. And
I like that though. I like having a nice big like a drink that's like 5 drinks. I'd rather like drink one drink that's like 5 drinks than drink 5 drinks.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I had one of the Bar 13. I had one of the they had like some chocolate mint thing. And it was like an IPA, and it was actually pretty good. And I just chugged the entire thing, because I'm a badass, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta get one. I've been telling them I have to come up with a signature drink for there, but I don't know anything about it. And I said we got to get the Otis. What should be in the Otis?
That's a great question.
No, just for context, Bar 13, all their drinks are called. They're a little on the nose. There's one that's called the Blowjob with whipped cream all over it. There's the Karen. I think there's like 4 different like demon names, and so we got to think what could go into the Otis. Pig's blood.
I don't know what would be good. What describes you? We need like a couple liquors. What Jägermeister.
Jaeger, yeah, that tastes like black licorice. That could honor my best friend Luke.
We gotta set it on fire. You gotta have one of those flambés.
Yeah, flammable.
Like a suicide. That's what they should call it, the suicide bomb.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, what could be in it? 2 liquors. It's pathetic. I'll tell you what. I didn't even buy beer at this. I was napping. I'm a big tall boy of natural light guy now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why now?
I just felt like it was the right time. I moved.
Really?
I moved into it.
The decision.
Yeah.
Why did he decide? Start drinking Natty Lights.
We have reps at Miller, Bud.
I'm taking my talents to diarrhea. Incredible.
That got me. That's good.
You need to be like. You should turn into a wine guy.
Yeah.
They're called winos. That's what they're called.
I like that.
Lakshmi's a wine guy. Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever met Lakshmi, our friend from India?
Yeah,
He's
I've met him. Yeah.
He's He'll be swilling red wine, and he doesn't drink much, but he'll have it in his hand, like glass at a bar, like the shittiest dive bar you've ever been in for comedy. He'll have a glass of red wine, and it'll be like, "Oh, you are very funny." Lakshmi will have a beer, it'll get like complimentary. When he puts the wine.
He had
down.
whiskey. He got really feisty one time.
Really?
Yeah.
With you?
With Tay, it was very funny.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very funny.
What happened?
He goes, Tay, why you fuck with me? It was like he was joking around, but he couldn't tell because he was drunk. And Tay's like, what? He's like, you fuck with me? Why you do that? He's like, Lakshmi, did I do something to you? He's like, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Oh my God, that's really funny.
I can't drink. I hate liquor. Though. Liquor's I'm not a big fan of. I like dark and stormies, and that's it. That's the only liquor mixed drink I'll have.
What is it? I don't even know what's in that.
It's ginger beer and it's dark rum.
God,
very good.
That's
no,
the
it's
only
really
thing
good.
You like. That's
really good.
Horrible.
You don't like ginger beer?
Ginger beer's okay, but then you go from no liquor to dark. I guess rum and Coke.
It's mixed. It's mixed.
It's a mix.
We have an alert, Luke. Are we dying?
That's just the batteries dying, but it's not dying. It's a glitch.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
You guys mind if I smoke?
Go ahead.
Okay. I should be doing this on mine.
Are you really a smoker?
Oh yeah.
I don't have an ashtray though.
Hooked up last week.
That's all right.
Is it okay to smoke? I mean.
Yeah, no, I thought you were. I thought you were joking. Yeah, but I don't have an ashtray.
No, I don't want to. I mean, if it's gonna ruin the security deposit, I'm not gonna smoke.
No, go ahead and smoke.
We have alarms. The smoke alarms.
I smoke in here all the time.
This is actually a cigarette. You do the vape. If you want to smoke, go ahead.
Smoke. Look.
No, I can't now. I'm too embarrassed.
I'm doing it too. Look, I'm gonna pass. Here
you go.
Where can we ash?
I don't know. I didn't know.
Luke doesn't like this. That's why I'm doing it.
There's a glass right behind you.
Can we ash in a glass? Yeah, we'll
You can ash in a glass.
Do you really smoke cigarettes in here?
No. This is the first one.
But not the last. Thank you. Give me a sec.
Oh, yeah, here, I'll put it right here.
I've still got peach ice in me. It's tough.
If you would have told me we'd be doing this, I'd be shocked, but I'm glad we are. Luke is pissed. Look at him. He's mad.
I don't think we could smoke inside of an apartment building.
I don't think they were able to let a homeless person live over there. You could smoke in here. They never said you couldn't smoke in here.
Yes, they did.
It's
definitely in the lease. You can't smoke inside of an apartment. You can't do
this. Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
We live here. Yes, we can. I guarantee we can. You could smoke in everything. People smoke weed in these places.
What about can I smoke blunts?
Do you have chewing tobacco in there? If you have chewing tobacco, I'll go
to game blunts, so I don't know if those.
Oh, you're okay. Are you trying to gain weight to be like Dave Blunts?
Yeah.
Are you gonna gain 700 pounds to be like Dave Blunts?
This is outrageous. You have a hookah? Can we keep going? Let's keep going.
Do you have corncob pipes in there? Love smoke.
Pull out
smoke.
those syringes you brought. Do you have a rubber tube? No, listen, we're living here. What do you think in July that the scent of the cigarette is still going to
No, I just don't think you can smoke inside.
People can smoke in their own houses. You can't tell people they can't smoke.
Because they own the houses. We rent the apartment.
Yeah, this isn't like a restaurant. This is different. You're allowed to smoke at home. I guarantee it's not in there.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. Well, we're smoking now. We've reached a.
They still have smoking in some hotels, and a lot of hotels they could give you a smoking room.
What's your thoughts on this? Who you smoke?
I guarantee you can't smoke in here.
Okay, yeah. But I don't mind breaking the rules.
But I also think it doesn't matter. I think one cigarette ain't gonna do anybody,
listen, we're
harm.
We're gonna die one day.
But I also think, what about renaming it the Smoke Ghouls?
I like the Smoke Ghouls.
Just a thought.
So how much did you spend altogether on vapes and?
This whole gag was $18 from the place.
I like that you picked the one right across the street.
No, not there. I didn't know there was one right there. So on my way, I got these two Indian guys.
What happened to the other cigarettes in there? Wasn't yours empty?
No, it's got a full pack.
Really?
Pack. Whatever it's called.
So you're not a
pack?
smoker.
Pack.
It's called a pack. Okay.
Is this a pack? Do you why'd you pick Marlboro Reds?
It's classy, man, and I didn't know that's what you smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Take a bunch. I'll give a bunch of my way out. It's gonna be great.
You just a big.
But I
Holly
went.
Huff brought.
What'd she bring?
She brought pastries and
Banana
Mark
soft.
Mark brought Popeye's chicken.
That's right.
Somebody else brought
Oh,
something.
he brought Hooters. I remember.
Hooters, yeah.
Hooters.
I love Hooters.
Who?
Man.
Somebody brought something else, and then you brought cigarettes. This is.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. We'll keep this. We'll keep the pack in the shot.
Oh yeah. This is actually Marlboro's coming on as a sponsor, baby. Take a look at that.
I wouldn't mind that. We could use it.
Yeah, but the two Indian guys, when I was buying this, they were like in disbelief because I just kept ordering stuff. I was like the vape and the cigarettes and the blunts, and then they were like, I heard them as I was just ordering thing and a lighter, and I kept going. They were like, I think he's 10. He's 10. ID. They were like, ID. I think he's 10. They kept saying.
When you pulled out that vape, I was shocked. Just now. Look, he thinks I'm an ash on myself. Luke is nervous. I love it.
Okay.
No, I'm not nervous at all.
I really thought you were gonna smoke. I was doing it.
No, I mean,
I've created
I've created a monster.
Well, I know now there's a big rift between Luke and I. We might.
I didn't know this.
Not a
smoke
rift.
gag.
There's not a rift at all.
If I was smoking, he was like, "How could you fucking do that here?" And then we got into a big fight, and Tommy was just there.
These are free use, by the way. It's not.
I like the blunts.
Take the blunt.
I'll take the blunts. I don't mind that. Yeah, we like the.
I don't know what flavor blue is.
I think it's menthol flavor, maybe.
Tobacco, but
Lukey.
blue.
Were you? Did you ever try? When you tried smoking in high school, did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it?
I don't know. I never really. I'm trying to think. Like I still don't know how to smoke cigarettes. Like,
Neither do I.
I didn't know you were supposed to inhale until like 2 weeks ago. Someone told me when you smoke cigarettes. Is that right, Otis?
Oh, yeah.
Or you're supposed to inhale on a cigarette, and
Yeah,
I thought you were puff. I thought it was a puff system.
That's why I like cigars.
It's a puff. Yeah, I like
you
the
just,
cigar
you just puff it, but I hate I hate inhaling cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it smells like.
But
it.
I always thought they looked cool.
Oh, do I look cool?
You actually do.
You look badass.
You get a little jolt from it, and you get some relaxation.
I don't get nothing because
I just smoking here more often.
I chewed tobacco for 9 years before.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So I'm very much my
tolerance
tolerance is out of
ruined.
whack. So
Yeah.
which is looking back, it's the most dumbest habit I ever. That's disgusting. I did that for 9 years. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, and threw it right in my garbage can, placed it right on the top.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. You overreacted.
He spit in this Gatorade bottle and put it right on top of the garbage can, and I was like, "All right, Luke, come on."
You said, "All right, Luke."
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's what you said. You said, "All right, Luke." That's not what I remember. That's not what I remember.
I called him the N-word.
He called me the N-word, and I was like, "Really? That's what you called me the N-word for? Is for that?"
Yeah.
Doing the least black thing ever.
That's pretty. White trash.
That's pretty white trash.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was a good time. Sorry, I'm taking a puff, folks. Listen, I watched my whole life go up and smoke, man.
Hell yeah.
That's what Trump never smokes, or she says, I never smoke and never had a sip of alcohol.
Right.
How great would he be if he smoked and drank?
Oh, he'd be on fire.
He would be the great. We make it a little bit like 2016 Trump was better than 2020 Trump, but drinking, smoking Trump is like.
It's another level, yeah.
That's a powerhouse right there.
But I think if you drink or smoke, you couldn't be Trump. You couldn't be that insane about everything else.
That's right. Because he doesn't sleep, right?
Yeah.
He gets
his
like
only
3
vice
hours of sleep.
Like,
yeah.
It's like everyone has a vice, right? Like
Right.
no matter who you are. I feel like Trump's is just like he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, so it's just like women and getting attention.
Yes.
Getting as much press as
Yes.
possible.
Yeah.
And with drinking and smoking, I think he would have been laid back.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I agree. Yeah, he's too high strung for the world of alcohol because like you just wouldn't do things like that. You know what I mean? It's you wouldn't do. You think that you'd have to be that drunk to be that confident, but that he's delusional. That's why we love him. He's our president.
he'd be a great comic. You should get him on after tonight if you can. I don't know if that's in the
DJ?
works or not.
DJT?
Yeah, Donald Jew Trump.
Well, I would love, even an impersonator, such as yourself, or
Oh yeah, true. R.J. Trump.
there's a guy called R.J.
J.
Trump
Trump.
we know, who's a great.
Who's R.J. Trump?
He was on a show with Mark
He was-
Wahlborn.
He was on a fake game show.
He
with
was
Mark
on a fake
Wahlberg.
game show with Mark, and he was a fake Trump impersonator. He was horrible. Mark, what was Mark's name on it?
Big Stinky.
Big Stinky. Yeah, Big
Which
Stinky.
he wants to bring that back to the world of comedy. Big Stinky.
Did he come up with that? Was he inspired by the Ghouls?
I don't know
Or
what
not the
inspired
Ghouls,
that.
the Stink Boys, I mean?
Maybe I don't know. But I think it's genius. I think Big Stinky.
Oh, I
is
think that's the next.
funny.
That's the next thing. That's the next big thing.
Oh, he said he's gonna go try to get on Kill Tony writing in Big Stinky.
Oh, right.
He definitely will get on.
Yeah, if he's Big Stinky, yeah.
I think. Oh, we're sorry.
He walks out, Mark Wahlberg.
Smart. That's what's funny.
You're expecting Jeremy Hubsher, and he's.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy Hubsher literally is Big Stinky. He's a smelly guy.
Did you see him in the PCN fighting with Dennis B?
Do you even know who Dennis B? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, Dennis B is the new most hated person in comedy.
Dennis
I
B.
like him. We're
I
Dennis
like him too
Believers.
because everyone hates him. That's why I like him.
Yeah, there's his fan base is called the Dennis Believers. I don't know who came up with that, but it's a great name. And the guy's he got into a fight in the comment sections with Hubsher. Did you see this? And Hubsher said something to him like, "Me reading a phone book would be funnier than your entire act."
Wow.
It's like, wow.
Wow. I'm not even hooked up to that anymore. Like that's the Facebook group, right?
Yeah.
The PCN.
I don't blame you.
And that's all the drama. Because I remember like when I was in it, like Lemaire Lee was starting drama every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We love Lemaire.
Oh, we love Lemaire.
Oh yeah. Mark Wahlberg actually knows Lemaire.
We actually know
I do.
Lemaire.
Oh yeah, we do. But it's better to say I have a friend who knows
I have
Lemaire
a friend.
that I know Lemaire. Then Mark Wellborn will hear that and he'll say, "Yeah, oh, it is Tim. When I really only talk to him for networking. I roll with Lemaire now. Fuck, hell yeah, dude."
Hubsher had a great line one time. It was during the Soul Joel's mic on the cold, snowy Soul Joel's open mic days in 2021, and it's the first mic I haven't seen him in like a year. Jeremy does the same 5 minutes he's been doing for like I guess 10 years now. I'm assuming, and he's like, I heard Harvey goes, I fucking killed it. I had a great set. Nobody laughed at his set. I don't know why he thought it was good. And then the host goes, get up for an ex-comic, Dan DePriel. And I heard Jeremy go, Dan has to follow me. And I was like, wow. I wish I could be that delusional with some things.
Yeah.
I mean, all Dan needs to do is trim down to a goatee and grow a foot, and he'd be Hubsher.
Well, yeah.
So
He wishes he'd be Hubsher.
the two of them, they have that woodsman look. It's like he's an outdoorsman, he's brute, he's semi-retarded, and he's ready to get down on it. All right, that's Dan DePriel when I think of him. Hey, no, he's a good man.
I don't mean to get so Philly comedy.
No, please.
But isn't there a new? I saw Dan DePriel is gonna be on a new podcast with Jay Yoder's podcast
Jaywalking?
called Jaywalking.
Yeah.
Have you guys been invited onto that yet? I mean, what's going on?
We have not.
Really?
No.
I don't expect to be invited on that anytime soon.
Why not on Jaywalking? Isn't that what Jay Leno used to call his old like on the street segment?
Oh,
Jaywalking.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Luke actually got beaten with billy clubs by cops for jaywalking.
Yeah.
Oh.
and I said, guys, stop, guys. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, is he gonna be like on the show? Or is it like a 2-person thing?
I think it's a one man behind the desk, Chris D'Elia style podcast.
That's 2 comics who have a lot in common. It's Chris D'Elia and Jay Yoder.
Yeah.
They-
Absolutely.
both spend a lot of time around young girls.
One for occupation.
Yeah. Yeah, the parents pay
the
Chris
parents.
to do their daughters so they can get some. No, I don't know. I feel like that's too wholesome for us. That like the thing of the show, he won't ask us because he thinks we're too raunchy for that.
That'd be a great excuse for him not to invite us on the show.
Yeah, well, being young, you get a lot of, and I noticed it especially when we were starting. When I was like 23, 24, and was shaved and looked really young, or younger at least, doing this. Like I could do I do the same act now, and people will come up to me, not act, but the same style of act, and they'll be like, "Man, when you first started, it was right." It's like I actually think I was funnier then than I am now. It's just like, you know what I mean? Years go by. When you're older, you get more credibility with people.
Cisco gave me that talk one time
Yep.
after COVID. It was when COVID, the Great American Pub came back, and COVID, and they shut down again because they came back the 3rd time. And I don't know why it always reoccurringly closes for some reason, but I came back when it was back open the last time, and I did a set, and I had a good set. And Jessica comes and goes, "Man, what was this, man? I could have been using this. What happened?" And it's like 6 weeks passed. What
Right.
the hell are you talking
Nothing's
about?
changed.
Nothing changed.
Right.
I've been doing some of these jokes for years.
Yeah. I always had that problem of like listening to people who give advice. Like when I was doing stand up,
I hate advice.
listening to advice.
That's horrible.
And then you're like, I would absorb it because you're like a new person. So you're like, oh yeah. And then you realize like, oh wait, they're just hosting a bar show in Aston.
Yes.
Like, that's their.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
that I'm saying that I'm better or worse than them, but like, do you always have to? You don't always have to listen to.
When sister gave me
elders.
advice, like my first or second mic, he goes, "Man, you're doing good. Just mijo, you're this close. You're this close. You just gotta keep doing it, man. And maybe after a little bit, I can get you on some shows." I'm like, "Wow,
Right,
I'm
exactly.
I'm doing good. I'm there."
I'm there.
And I'm like, "He's just a fucking guy who just books does a mic in Phoenixville. It doesn't
Right.
mean shit." And now that I'm better, I still don't get booked by
Right.
him. I get booked less than I think.
Right.
Actually, yeah.
You're less close.
Yeah, I'm.
You're
You're
far.
this far.
You're
You're this
far.
Look,
You're cold.
You are a desert away. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That it's crazy. Like, there's definitely people want to see you. Like, even if there's a situation where you aren't humbled by comedy, they want you to be humbled by it. People get satisfaction into seeing somebody humbled by something, and then they're like, "Now we can give this person a chance." But I ain't ever gonna be humble. No, but comedy. It's like these years of like struggling doing this, because we all, at this, like, driving to these shows or mics or anything, it's just terrible. We never, like, none of the comics doing this in their 20s, unless they were born into it, have a fortune or anything.
Right.
Like, you're just investing in this, really, I think, for no reason. No. But it's like, what we gotta try to get to, like, I don't think it helps. Like, I don't feel like I've gone through it. Like, it's more fulfilling if I become huge now, because I've had years of just doing it.
Right.
Like, if I walked in and, like, lucked my way into it, because there are some people who start as teenagers and are famous by 21, 22. It's like, you can't tell me that they would have been better off. Like, is Eddie Murphy better off that he didn't have to fucking drive to every dumbass bar show? Like, you know what I mean? Or would he be better off if he had to go to Aston for bar shows? I explained that poorly, but yeah, like, some of these guys get famous early, and it's like, yeah, I would be a lot better off if that happened. I would be a lot happier.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I like that you do the show because that's a great output without even having to go to comedy.
Yeah, I realized, like, though it's the worst. Besides, I hate driving, and I hate going to open mics and just waiting there for 2 hours. Like, that was like the death of me. I couldn't take that. So then doing the show, like, even if there's 6 people watching, like, it's a live show, so there's 6 people watching. I'm like,
You control
that's 6
everything.
people paying attention to you.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's for hours versus,
Yeah.
or an hour or whatever, versus
And if you're going up
4 comics not listening at an
Yeah.
open mic.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
it's
exactly. I was just.
a better.
You'd be lucky to get 6 people listening to you in some of these Philly rooms.
Yeah, right.
So
So that's the internet's the future.
That is, yeah.
I think.
You should add Are you ever gonna think about adding a VR element to your show?
I think we got to get some, like, perverts involved. So yeah, we are
Yeah.
gonna do VR. I think we are gonna. Yeah, so everyone's invited. There is like I thought someone used to tell me to do that. They're like, you got to go in VR and just host the whole show from VR. But then literally, like, the one program they want me to use, you see the clips of it. It's like there's a Shrek with a big penis watching you. There's
Yep, I've
there's
done
Wendy
VR.
from Wendy's, but
We've
her
done. Yeah,
boobs are out.
we've done VR.
Can you
comedy.
get popular from VR? Can you gain a following?
in VR, like the the
yeah,
VR
Ep,
community.
I think
yeah,
is pretty popular, and she does shows
Yeah.
in it. That's who's had me up a lot.
Yeah.
But I do it. I got to get the glasses. I feel like you have to commit to a lifestyle with the glasses. Like, I don't play video games or anything, so I would just use it for comedy.
what are all those? I see all those consoles over there.
Yeah, that's a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 2 on top of it, but I haven't played them.
And a GameCube.
Oh yeah, GameCube over there too. That's Luke's.
I hate to do this. I heard you mention the last show. I'm a watcher. You were saying you play Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Was that
I used to, yeah. I haven't played in a long time.
that was my favorite game growing up.
Really?
2005 specifically.
Yeah. 05 specifically was
with
great.
with the Outkast song in the intro.
Yes, yeah.
I like the way you move.
I never played any PGA
yeah.
tours.
I would play that one, and I would make myself a tall guy in a black polo with blue hair and a blue beard.
Yeah, right.
And I would play that, and then I believe on that one you could unlock, well, on a lot of them you could unlock Sunday Tiger, who was the special.
He was the Super Saiyan.
You're
golfer.
driving 370 yards with him. And my friends would always be Tiger and Daly because they could both just rip it.
Right, yeah, you could hit it far. Yeah, exactly.
And the drive is fun on those games when you're putting the spin on it.
I gotta get a copy. I gotta play it.
Oh, that'd be a great one to just sit here and like drink and play it. It'd be
That's
good.
good. And I used to do like the power fantasy where you start off with like the low career mode basically.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you eventually you're like the other guys are hitting like 220 yards. You're hitting like 430.
Yeah.
Making every putt from like 100 feet.
See, what I do is very
Power
narcissistic. I make myself in a game and like in Madden as a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I buff all my stats to 99. Like I'm a quarterback, but my kicking power is also a 99 and my punting is a 99. And I'll put myself on the worst team and I'll play a season. But I'm so sick and demented in my head that if I lose the game, I'll just restart.
So it has to be an undefeated season?
Yeah.
I did that with Madden. I made a defensive lineman, and then I would have like they would never get an offensive playoff because I was 99 and everything. You get a fumble every single play.
Yeah.
There'd be no fun.
Yeah.
It would just be like 120
I'm doing
to
so
nothing,
good. I'm
and
so
you're like,
great.
I'm
It's
killing
like Luke and Kay just beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I'm like, I'm so good. I'm so.
Folks, I'm really good. I'm a good football player. That's what I do.
Yeah, I would play that. I would play the WWE games. I loved Mario Golf. Was fun. I liked Mario Golf.
Mario Golf's good.
I never played Mario Golf. I only played the sports games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I played the Tony Hawk ones when I had like a friend who would bring it over, but I never got into the shooter games. I'll tell you what, outside of my like mental illness, though I don't think about going and killing people. Like I never wanted to be a soldier or anything. I never wanted to. Yeah, I just think that's. I remember when I was a kid and even in like pre-kindergarten. This is a vivid memory from like pre-kindergarten. They were going around and everybody was asking, like they were asking everyone what they wanted to be when they grew up. And this one kid said, "I want to be a fireman." And I remember thinking in my head, like, "You want to go die just like in some fire? What's the matter with you?" And if life is really that great, then no one should be signing up to be firemen because why would you lay down your life for other people?
I figured that out. I feel the same exact way. Like really early, I was like, a soldier? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like every kid wanted to be like a soldier. Like, you can get killed.
Yeah. What if I don't go? You can be put in prison. I'd rather go to prison and fight in war. I think that's a better option, for me at least. 6'6" black in prison is better than
that. Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you'd be a big target for the Arabs. Can you imagine going over there into like Kuwait and they'd never seen a person over 6'3" before, and you're just walking by towering them, and they're just in the sand. These are my people.
I could not be I couldn't even go through boot camp. That'd be too. It's too scary for me.
I hate that the boot camp guys to yell at you.
Why
can't he be nice?
Yeah, exactly. I never understood that. And my friend my friend Nick who's in the Army. He said the worst. They're not even the worst. The worst are the female drill instructors because they had to prove themselves and yeah. I couldn't. That would be. I want to leave.
I would tell her literally what I tell every woman. Hey, a smile, please. I mean, come on, something.
You have such a pretty face.
Yeah, really.
Why don't you smile?
Put on a smile.
My grandma used to say that to the McDonald's workers when we stopped at McDonald's. It's like they're not making any fucking money. Why do you tell them that?
You should call her Sergeant Baby Cakes. I think she'd like that. Or Toots.
Hey Toots, how about a smile, huh?
Corporal Toots, why don't you come over here and let me shake those cans around for me, honey? I'd love to be an old school construction worker, just for the chicks.
I would hate that. I would. You ever see those old photos of the guys that are like sitting on like that the fucking that pole that's hanging?
Yeah, they're building the Empire State Building. Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah. How could anyone do that?
Yeah, I know.
And how much were they making? Like $200 a month?
Yeah.
Back then, like that's.
You could feed a family on that, though.
That's true. I know, but still.
I always think about that line in the Highwayman song about the guy who falls into the Hoover Dam and they just pave over him. You know that the Highwayman, Johnny Cash, and there's a song about this guy building the Hoover Dam.
I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
Yeah, they buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound. But I'm still around.
Always be around and around and around.
Yeah, this guy falls into the Hoover Dam. And I was like, imagine you're building the Hoover Dam. One of your buddies just falls right in. It's like, all right, we'll break for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That'd be a hell of a thing.
I wonder if my dad ever saw anybody, because he works as a plumber for Villanova. I shouldn't have said that, but maybe I will.
He works as a plumber for LaSalle.
He fell off a ladder onto his ribs, and that was his most catastrophic. He broke his ribs.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Were you alive for this?
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of if he saw any. I never saw anything crazy happen at work before. Like anyone die.
I saw a lot of crazy things. When I worked at that grocery store, they'd find a guy overdosed in the bathroom. They had these single-person bathrooms. They'd find someone overdosed in there once a week.
Oof.
Like the 15-year-old girls up front would have to go clean the bathrooms every 30 minutes, and they'd find guys in there just like drooling. And
Did you ever see anyone die?
No, I'm so white. My story was going to be I was a caddy. I saw a guy get stung by a bee. He was allergic. He passed out for a second. But that was I've never seen one die. I've always wanted to.
I saw a guy die at the gym. I saw the EMTs had to do like electric paddles on him, and that was
scary,
freaky.
Man.
That was freaky.
Well, I think I've said on the show before. I saw a guy get his head blown off in Center City.
I remember you.
You did say, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a thing. I really don't. It's the type of thing you would think you'd think about more, but I don't think about it. Like I just don't. I bring it up for stories.
Did you see him fall?
Yeah, I saw his throat.
God.
Come out. It was
back and to the left.
Yeah.
Back. That's brutal, man. Oh my God.
It was a hell of a time. It was all right.
What were you see? You were in the subway to see the Sixers?
No, I was out by Center City by City Hall. It happened right outside of City Hall. Yeah.
What was your point? What were your plans to do though? How come you were there?
Going to a mic.
Shooting someone.
What mic was this?
I don't know. Somewhere in the goddamn city.
I'm trying to think. There's obviously it's a Philly mic. It wasn't worth seeing somebody die to go to a Philly mic.
Did you go to the Ravens Lodge after? And
yeah, I should have. The
riff
real killing began when I shot.
Did you riff on it?
No, I should have riffed. I riffed at Great American Pub the week after it happened. I remember that now. But yeah. But that, and then in the grocery store, there'd be people dying. I saw a drug addict once, like, fucking freaking out, like he was, I don't know if he was trying to steal or what, but workers had to tackle him, and he ended up knocking over the lottery machine, which those things are giant.
Yeah, oh my
and
God.
It almost fucking fell on a kid. I saw the security video of it, and they had to pin the guy to the ground, and we were all laughing about it, watching it. Nice time. All the Turkey Hills in my area, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, a lot of them have blue light in the bathroom, so people can't find their veins if they're going in there to shoot up.
Oh, jeez.
It's a drug town. Joe Biden's from there, so it's nice to see he treats it like home. That's my line about it. Because Hunter is a drug addict, so it's like Joe Biden's from Scranton. You would figure if you know what I mean. He treats it the same way he treats his son. Who cares if it's a drug addict?
Allegedly.
Allegedly a drug addict.
We should say allegedly.
Listen, no one stuck up for Hunter more than me in the time since he's been in the public eye. I love Hunter. Driving to Vegas, smoking crack, choking whores. That's what I call quality character.
I don't hear enough about him anymore, though. That's unfortunate.
Hey, man,
yeah,
I got hairy legs, man. Well, he got pardoned.
I know, but he's still not in the news enough. I wish he was more in the news.
Yeah, if I got pardoned, then you can do anything. You can
you can do anything you want.
It's like
yeah,
the Purge
exactly.
Every day.
Yeah.
I would be out there.
I got to become a criminal.
What would you be?
Jewel thief.
Jewel thief.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you having you around is like a diamond, and I'd want more. You are just you're priceless, honey.
Oh, I appreciate that. You're gonna steal some quartz,
Yo, I'll be walking in like I'm a farmer with 24 carats, bro. I'll be on my shit. No, yeah, well, that's what we should do. That could be. I want to give a girl a thing. This is 24 carats right here, and it's literally carrots.
That's a wood joke.
Tom's smoking a cigarette that's not lit.
Well, I mean,
yeah, he's puffing.
He just quit.
I just
recently.
quit.
Yeah,
I'm respecting Luke's rules of the house.
He's doing the fandom puff.
That's right.
Who
was I? There's some. Oh, well, it's not. It's like a famous comic. I forget. But they're smoking vapes like with just air. Like they need to vape. So it's like
was it T.J. Miller?
Nicotine, someone like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I was like,
comics are so fucking pretentious.
That's
it's
crazy,
so insane. They always like Segura's doing Zins now. Why the fuck is he doing Zins? Like really?
Yeah,
Does he have to do Zins? Burt Kreischer's doing Zins. Like you don't need that shit.
Tom Segura.
What's that?
I know.
Oh, look at that guy.
I think. I don't know. I feel like there's nothing as like that level. Like if you do Zins, it's like or whatever. Don't they? They probably have like a brand deal. So they're like, oh, now we have to start popping.
Yeah.
Zins.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not Zins.
Or
They're like oh, these are pins. My branding with them. It's ridiculous.
You know who should sponsor Bert Kreischer? Like someplace that makes like cyanide capsules, and they should give him those from the chew on.
Cut that. Cut that out.
We love Bert. We're big fans of Bert.
Listen, I don't want to go after another pillar of the industry, but he's just not for me.
He hasn't been as annoying recently as other comics.
Who's been the most annoying? See, that's what I'm tuned out of.
It's always revolved. Well, obviously with the show, I hate. I don't even think you know Sam Morril. I hate him. Mark Norman, I can't fucking stand.
Mark's favorite.
Not anymore.
Really?
I don't think it is. Is it?
I think we turned Mark off.
Yeah, Mark. But, Norman's brutal.
Now I'm starting to like Mark Norman again from watching so much.
Really?
Their show. Yeah.
Well, between the two of them, he's the least. He's Sam's more annoying than Mark.
It's hard to. I don't know. I find Mark Norman. He just like. He tries so hard to make everything a pun. So I'm almost respecting it.
Yeah.
I'm like almost. It's
Ari
almost
Shaffir,
insane.
I can't stand.
I hate Ari.
He's. What, did he do anything recently? I just remember him taking a shit on stage.
He took a shit on stage?
Yeah, he's a comedy genius.
Where? Just onto the floor?
During Kill Tony.
No, was it during? I thought it was during a real respectable show.
Like, was it into a bucket, or you could
onto like a
pizza box or something like that?
So you were able to see it fall.
Well, I think the live audience was. They cut it out of like the live video.
That's
there was
disgusting.
a live audience. Yeah.
What about that is cool? That's disgusting.
That's awesome, man.
And people will glaze that, like they'll
guess.
suck it off like it's good, like it's creative storytelling or something. It's literally you take
Joke
a
World.
shit.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to. My big closing bit here. I'm gonna have to scrap now. You guys are not into the tarp pulling. I brought a tarp. I thought this could be a whole closing bit.
Only if you smoke on it. He's gonna ash on the tarp.
Who else?
But yes, everyone subscribe to Joke World. Seriously.
Oh yes,
Like,
yes.
if you
Joke
want
World.
comedy news.
Yes. What if he did a
YouTube.
video on us? That'd be insane.
Yeah, these guys. We would be hated by Joke World.
You know how like there's like my sports updates on Twitter and stuff like that. There's a guy that like that for just comedy.
That's awesome. Joke World. Does
Yeah,
he know
Joke-
who we are?
No. He likes cigars and he likes all comedy. Does he hate any comics?
I've never heard him say bad.
No,
words
he
about
always says
comics.
positive things about comics.
He's a man
I
of the
think there are
comics.
so few good comics, and none of them are popular.
Name the best comic. I want to know your opinion. I'm just curious.
What, it's like an active working comic right now?
You don't like any active working comic right now, I don't think.
Rob.
Yeah, Bobby Boy, he's great. I haven't sat down and actively watched a comedy video since before COVID.
Really?
The only things I've watched, and it's been at the behest of others, I watched the first Gillis monologue where he bombed. Then I watched.
Cut that.
Did he not bomb?
No, I'm kidding.
He was joking to
I
say
was
cut
joking.
that.
Cut that.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I don't even remember now.
Second one was worse than the first one.
The
I'd
second
say.
one, yeah, was not. But
Second one was bad.
Worse than the first one. First one wasn't very good. I would say the two best comics right now is Gillis and Nate Bargatze. I'd say they're the two best ones.
I don't like.
I
Nate
think
Bargatze.
like the really popular guys.
Yeah.
And women.
But is Nate good enough to do arenas? He's that good.
Nate's the highest selling comic in the world.
I know that, but I'm saying, do you think he's funny enough for arenas?
I think he's better than Gillis, in my humble opinion, which is not biased at all. I think he's better than Gillis.
I'm not that impressed with either of them. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you put it the best, Tom. You said Shane Gillis is probably I think you said he's the best comic right now. He's great, but what does that say about comedy
Could be
right
that
now?
scary.
Yeah, that's like.
But I don't know. I think there is. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to be contrarian, but I think Nate Bargatze is good. He's like, just like he's like for the same people that love Jim Gaffigan back in the day. Like it's that same style.
I like him. I like him more than Jim Gaffigan. I'm not a big Jim Gaffigan.
Right.
I hate. You know me. I hate everything.
Yeah.
I hate everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even like the art form anymore. Like I can't just sit and watch one guy talk for an hour.
It's because you do it. That's
yeah,
why.
but I couldn't watch some guy talk for an hour, and I wouldn't want to do it for an hour.
Honestly, maybe from seeing it so much, but an hour is way too long to watch someone do stand up. I guess if you're there, but even I've seen hours when I'm there. I'm like, this is too long.
It's a satisfying number for people to spend the money, but you think about it, like no one wants to say I spent $70 on a half-hour show, but if you saw your favorite comic do 30 minutes that just killed, like if they condensed 45 minutes into 30 and really had to cut some good stuff, you would get a great show.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be better than seeing the 45 minutes in an hour
Well, it was easier to see an hour like 25 years ago because like there was like, you know, like 10 great like you'd see like Carlin had an hour and
Right.
Seinfeld had an hour. It's like that stuff. Now, when like every Tom, Dick, and Harry have a fucking YouTube special or something, it's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You like Tom, Dick, and Harry? I was proud of that.
Because we have Tom.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna expose myself.
And you're Harry.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
But yeah, I guess I see this is. I try not to comment on it too much because I'm coming from I have no emotional attachment to any of the comedy, like the big star comedy. I don't care about like, you know what I mean? I don't have a favorite. I don't have any comics I look up to. I wish I did.
I would never willingly go to a stand-up show ever.
No, I wouldn't go pay to go to some show that my friends aren't on. What you call it? Louis?
I did it once to see Louis at Soul Joel's.
Yeah.
That was more to see Soul Joel than Louis, but that's beside the point.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Louis learned a few like pointers. Just, you know, I mean, you can't be around like even
talent
somebody like
that.
Louis who's good, but it's like you can't be around someone like him and not Joel and not soak something up, some talent.
Or some, you know, get some sand in your shoes.
Yeah, Joel's got a much better head of hair than Louis.
That's a deep. Yeah, what's going? I don't know what you guys want, but I'm so curious about Soul Joel. You guys still go there? Is there still events?
Luke was there last week.
I was.
Didn't you go to the mic?
Oh, I did go. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. I actually had a decent set.
Okay.
I was very happy with that. I know I saw Ryan Rins was bragging about doing 4 mics in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, then
A lot
I
of
saw him
Rins
later
talk.
that night in Philly.
Yeah, and yeah,
And-
it's
But he's getting like Mark Norman's going there soon, or he's still getting big.
he's been there
New
before.
York
I think
comics.
he was there recently too.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
friend Raph opened up for him.
yeah.
Joe List, a lot of those guys.
Yeah, it was. The room's really nice. I don't understand. Like they have 2 seats on the stage. I don't know what that's for. But there's best of the Burbs is coming up.
Did you sign up for it?
I did, but I'm not gonna. I still have to pay for it.
When's the cutoff to sign up?
I have no idea.
I don't go for comedy competitions, but I might do one this year. I might
Yeah.
do that Allentown one.
The Amos Theater one.
Yeah.
I hate comedy competitions.
I just hate
Oh,
comedy.
God.
I
Have
like
you done
going
one,
out.
Tom?
Yeah, like a long time when I was doing comedy in Pittsburgh, I did one.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
And,
You live in Pittsburgh? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I used to do I did mics in Pittsburgh.
Were you living there in 2018?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, what if I was living there for a long while? I wasn't doing comedy, but
I was there in the mid '80s, but we had these mics, and then there were like comedy competition, and it was like. It's just it's not even a good story because that's exactly what happens to everybody. Where you think like,
yeah.
then it turns out one guy brought 12 people and like he won
Yeah.
the competition or whatever whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't bomb. No one say that I bombed.
You
It
won't.
was actually the guy that brought people.
I went. My first one was in Delaware, the Foulmouth Owl comedy competition.
Wow.
Yeah, the long way home, and yeah, I had 3 minutes. Horrible set. I was bombing so bad, I accidentally stole a Jeremy Hubster joke, which I don't remember at this point. And
why did he call you out on it?
No, I listened back. And I go, oh wow,
So taking your own life.
that
I
was
assume.
yeah.
It
That was a
so bad.
Hubster joke, and the woman that a woman who signed up who was her first time doing comedy, she got up and started twerking on stage. She ended up winning the entire competition.
That's
me
the
and
way
Mark,
it is, man.
did that. Yeah,
That's the way it is. But yeah, I and then I was so always embarrassed to then invite people so they could vote for me. Like, have people come so they vote.
I
for me.
hate the shame factor is what I think holds
Yeah.
people back, and it's like I couldn't be one of those people who's like meeting a mailman. It's like, hey, I actually do some stand-up comedy. Do you want to come out and see it? Like, I just couldn't do that.
It's like in the Big Lebowski where his landlord is trying to get the dude to show up to the one-man show.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like asking people to do
Yeah.
it. You're like, oh, I got this art form I'm really into.
And we can cut the name. We could get the time. We'll cut the name of this. He'll do that. He'll go up to like anybody and
Really?
just start talking about how he does comedy.
I guess maybe that's nice. I guess maybe we're all just not the best networkers, but I can't get into that.
No.
That is funny.
That's
man.
insane.
we're loving the new crew.
We love the new crew.
What new crew? Yeah.
We love them.
That's great. That's great.
This is all being cut.
Oh yeah. We don't.
Yes.
I don't care about it. It's funny.
What are we at time wise?
103.
Oh, all right. Before we go, I want to review the Easter. I didn't talk about the Easter yet.
Oh yes, yes. You have the floor.
We had our big Easter show last week at Bar 13. God bless it. God bless it. We did a 20-minute play, Tom.
Wow.
I got it. Fender sent me the video. I haven't watched it back yet. I got it. We did the trial of Jesus Christ. We had a bunch of the comics doing characters. We had Judas. We had Black St. Peter. And we had the Virgin Manny, our friend Manny Muskets. Everybody thrived in their roles. So our friend Steve Kane played the prosecutor. We named the guy prosecuting Jesus. We gave him the name District Attorney of Jerusalem, Schnoz Goldberg. And
Irish.
yeah. And he was getting on me, but everything went well. It was great. God, I wish I could have complained about it, but yeah. And then didn't you have that Moose show, Luke? Or did that already happen? Did that happen?
Oh, they showed the Moose Lodge at Full Suite.
Whoa.
Dan DePriel was there.
Whoa.
Who else was there? Bradford Davis, Will Craig, and some other people I don't remember. Oh, Toogie Jackson and another woman. I don't.
We love Toogie.
We love Toogie, folks.
Can we get? He's from Tortuga, folks. Bring him in here. Yeah. But the Easter show was great. It was a fun time. I know the Ghoul Nation wanted to hear me to bring it up, and I didn't talk about it yet.
You played Jesus, right?
I played Jesus. I was found guilty, unfortunately. This is the fourth time we did it. It's similar to the Kwanzaa I hosted Bar 13 for Easter, and I got to think of what to do next year. I have to find a theatrical production to put on. Maybe the Passion of the Christ. Maybe I could be crucified.
You should do something with Muhammad.
We thought for the Jello wrestling last year, I told you we were going to have Arab Jesus wrestle American Jesus in Jello. And then the American Jesus guy no-showed a comedy show before it, so Fenris didn't book him. But hopefully he gets back in his good graces. It would be nice to do it.
I don't think I've ever done anything like that before.
You've got to be on one of them. Host the Kwanzaa with me this year.
No. I don't want to host an open mic. I hate host. You've done it. You've hosted Gap before.
Yeah. And
horrible.
then Cisco it'd be like, he'd approach it like it was the greatest honor of my life.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I got something for you. How'd you like to host tonight?
He would stress me the hell. He goes, man, you got to make it quick on stage.
Yeah,
I'm
that too.
Okay.
I hate when people do that. Yeah, we got to make it quick to get out of here. Because you know what the bars that let you do this on a weeknight hate? When people stay longer and drink.
Right.
That's what they really hate.
Yes.
If you're doing comedy, the bars want it over by 9 o'clock so nobody's out. Listen, they certainly don't want you ordering food. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the problem with I wanted to get out there as fast as possible. There was no.
See, if I got to a mic, I'm there. I'm fine staying the whole night.
You.
I want to go up when there's a decent spot with the crowd, but I like drinking. I like going around.
Right. And
I like watching the acts. People, at 3 hours into a mic, I'll be laughing out of time with them, and people will know I'm laughing at them. And they'll say something. They'll be like, "Anyone on the apps?" Because I'm out here fucking, and then there'll be no laugh, and then I'll go. And then they'll be like, "Thanks, Otis." It's like, I feel like I'm one of the sharks on Shark Tank, just fucking watching somebody.
You were always a consummate professional when it came to when the list was out. You'd always be number one.
Oh yeah, I loved going first up there.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, you could.
I could never do it. I used to know when I was starting out, I could never do it. But when you realize I would much rather go first and
yeah.
27th, but just so I can get my set over with.
I'd rather go 27th.
No way.
I like to just sit and drink and vibe.
But you're kind of you're almost like the Sam Kinison,
Yeah, I could start yelling at
abrasive on stage, somewhat.
You're attention grabber.
Yeah. So it's good to go up later.
I love Sam, and I hope to also die in a car accident, but
he was sober though when he died in a car
accident. Could you imagine that?
I would be shocked.
That's how I'm gonna go out. It's gonna be something totally innocent. I'm gonna get stabbed on the street by just some guy who would have stabbed anybody that was walking by, and then I'll be dead. Thank God for it. But yeah, I'll be up there. I like to reference things that other people talked about during the show. I'll be, and just be racist, obviously. And there's been a comic. There's been a comic who's been heckling me. One of our good friends is a trans comic that's been going around. And will just yell over me when I'm at the mics and stuff. But it's
friendly, or is this
friendly? But the social, not getting the social cues that you shouldn't even I wouldn't yell over Luke 4 times during a set.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
But it's not like we're friends and everything.
Right.
But that's my kryptonite because there's one person I can't go back at.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? So it's interesting. It's like it's a neat new wrinkle. And I'm not even a full white. Like if I were a full like Wellborn or you could definitely not go back. I would have a little bit because, you know, I come from a land where that sort of thing is being, you know, you get thrown off a cliff, but they could just blame it on my upbringing. But yeah, dude, that's the new thing. Like if I would love to be like in a super, is my voice correct, a super marginalized group, so I could just be like, if I got a leg amputated, I would go heckle everyone and be like, what are you going to do?
I mean, yeah, you have your...
There's our friend Will. We haven't seen this person in a long time, but Dana Cat has a great joke. A trans person from Delaware has a joke about showing up to work late and goes, what are you going to do? Fire the only trans accountant in Delaware?
Right.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I used to know a guy in Pittsburgh, and he did open mics, and he had like a severe brain injury, and then he needed to like get help on stage, and then he would like, you know, binge drink immediately after.
Wow.
But he used it like it was an excuse to binge drink, fall over, and act like an asshole to everybody because like my brain. I'm sorry.
Remember that guy Rick that used to come to Great American Pub? The guy with like the hand thing, and he was like a little bit slow. Mm-hmm. I think I've retold this before on the show, but he did comedy he did stand up one time, and he actually did pretty good. Like it was his first time. He actually had a good set. And it's me, Mark, and Tom Levy. He comes over and goes, so how do you guys think I did? And me and Mark go, oh, you did pretty good. Like you were great. And they, you know, it was great, good job. Tom goes, it was good for your first time. And it's like, let the guy fucking give the guy something, man. I mean, come on. And it's like, that guy's first set was better than your 75th set, dude. Come on, man.
These guys, man.
We got to get Levy in here on this show.
I'd love to get Levy on the show.
You guys are doing a lot of guests in the
I
show.
know. We've been guesting it up lately.
Good idea.
Yeah.
It's good.
We get to, I think we have all April booked up.
We do. I liked the stress of it is over now in terms of booking. Now we can just have everybody show up.
Yeah.
For May, we'll get Tommy in here in May. Tommy Two Laugh.
You're too smooth with it. We should get Cousin Paul on the show.
You need Cuz, man.
I'd love to get Cousin Paul.
There's a reunion next week, so I'll talk to family reunion. I'll talk to Cousin Paul.
Cousin Paul, for those who don't, he used to come. We all met at the Great American Pub Mic in Phoenixville. It used to be on Mondays, as we've talked about throughout the episode. This guy, Cousin Paul, would come. Would he, Luke? Wouldn't he try to be like? He'd come up and talk to you guys like you were old friends.
No, I think he talked to me like he was my mentor.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Kincaid, you're doing a great thing, man. You're really funny, man. And he goes, let me get your number. I give him my number. He goes, I'll be in contact with you. That was probably about 2022. Not one text from him since then. Not one text.
That's so funny.
I think he moved to Virginia, actually.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. But Tom had a great line about, you're like, I didn't even know we were related. The way you said that to us there one day, and I was almost on the ground laughing. I do miss that pizza. That pizza was good.
They had a great Bavarian pretzel, great wings.
Oh,
yeah. Now, that's the one to bring it full circle. That's the thing that you can get Luke to go out. If you're like, let's go out to eat. Luke, you're always like, you're down to go out.
Love to go out to There's not many stuff I love in
You'll
life.
go out to eat.
I love going out to eat.
We got to do that more.
Oh, yes, we do. I'd love to go out to eat. I wish you could do that. Like, people, you know how like you go out to a club, there's just be a little buffet line around. People get some food. Like, that'd be great.
Some ziti,
some
like
ziti.
a funeral.
Yeah, something like that.
Like a Tim Hortons.
Like a Tim Hortons. Yeah. Like, I'd love
there's
that.
A club aspect.
Like a 24/7 club buffet. That'd be awesome.
Old country buffet. Yeah.
Have you ever gone to one of those? There's one in New York. There's a Starbucks where there's no register. Everything you go for, you scan your card and then take stuff like the chips and the drinks and prepared stuff, and they just charge you. I guess they look at you on the camera at what you took and charge you for it. But it's wild, like, and that's gonna be the that's what they could do at bars.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a thieves' paradise, man. When you can do that.
Right, but you swipe your card and they charge you. Like I did it like 4 times, and
really?
they charged me exactly what it was every time.
I've seen that where you like pick somehow it knows, but
yeah,
I feel like you gotta.
It's not even a
Sharpie
weight
the
thing.
barcode or something.
I've been better with this. I haven't been shoplifting this at all. I'm very, I've been Doing better at
You're
it.
in recovery.
I'm in recovery from shoplifting.
What do you guys take?
You guys. Hey.
I don't know. I'm
Luke.
sorry. I just assumed the ghoul where there was like kind of, you said you want to be a jewel thief. It's a ghoul partnership.
You people.
No man's.
He's a ghoul thief.
No man's
What do
land.
black men steal?
We steal. I steal no man's land beef jerky.
That's a good thing to steal.
I have to steal that though because it's $12. I don't have $12.
That's what I mean. It's the most expensive.
Yeah, that's what I
per
usually
pound.
steal. Maybe if I'm in the mood, like if I'm at the checkout, I'll get a cookie or something like
Right.
that. That's only 99 cents, so it's like I'm practically paying for it.
That's not even stealing if you steal.
Not really.
You're paying more than that in gas driving to the store. The least they could do is give
you
you
a fucking cookie. What the hell?
I mean, really, it's like
doesn't a working man deserve one cookie?
exactly.
You
God
go into one
dang.
of these places, the 7-Eleven, they don't have all the tornadoes on the thing going around. And
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell is this? I come and steal here every day.
I'm taking a Pepsi. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, you know what? And he's like, Luke, take 2. I'm sorry. I can't handle
The
it.
one time at the Royal Farms, I got checked. They checked.
Really?
They're like,
Yeah,
"Excuse me, you didn't pay for your thing." What are you talking about? You didn't pay for your sandwich. Thank God I had a $10 bill to pay for it. But I was like, really? At Royal Farms?
Yeah.
Is the
What, you went
place?
to the thing and checked, they'd swipe stuff and they saw you didn't swipe the sandwich and they called you?
I didn't even. I swiped nothing. I just clicked the thing, and it said, "Yesterday, it's only credit or debit, no cash. Is that okay?" And I said I fake scanned, and I hit no, and it says, "Thank you for shopping at Royal Farms," and I walked out.
Did they catch you before you
Once.
walked out?
I probably done that 15 million times.
They
Right.
got
I
you
got
once?
caught once.
Can we do that together sometime? I want to watch you do it.
What?
Go in there and do it. I want to watch. I would never have the constitution.
I kind of want to watch it too for like a thrill. I want to
Yeah.
see the.
Well, it's easy.
They don't notice?
Depends who's working because usually the workers are on drugs, so they don't
Right.
give a shit.
Yeah, I guess you
and
gotta
the move is if you get caught to just like pretend you're the most confused person on earth.
Yeah.
You're like
I
what?
probably have that all the time, right?
This
It's like,
costs money.
oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Right. That's the
My
move.
God, that's hilarious.
The worst thing, the biggest thing I stole was a coffee pot from Walmart. A coffee
Really?
maker. I stole a coffee maker from Walmart.
How'd you do that?
Took it and walked out.
Nice. Nothing ever happened.
It's like 3 years ago.
Wow.
Nice. Love it.
I stopped though.
Be
I
care-
stopped.
I don't know.
I don't want to
Be careful.
relapse on my stealing.
He's Luke Klepke. There he is.
With this economy, you have to steal. This economy's so bad.
That's the new plan.
They put a tariff on the coffee pot. I had to just take it.
Everybody gets one cookie.
Yes, everybody gets one
cookie.
Everybody gets one cookie at
Here's your
checkout.
stimulus package. It's sugar cookies here. Woo.
I need a stimulus package right now. I could use it.
Let's do it.
Dear God. All right. Well, we're getting to the end of the show. Tom, do you have anything you want to promote after tonight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, everyone should watch After Night. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitch. It's live streaming. We're not. You look up After Night. There's about 10,000 songs named after.
Just
Night.
it's that one song from like 17 years ago
Yeah.
on guitar. I've seen
But
that.
if you go After Night show, you'll find us, and I hope you'll fall in love.
Yes.
Yes,
And
great
we
show. We've
did.
both been on many times. It's one
That's right.
one of our favorite programs. Tom Connors and Mark Wellmore, and 2 of our best friends.
Yep. Thank you so much,
Thanks, guys.
Take care. Checking out.